This background is fake, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this same effect using CapCut Pro even for free. So if you're trying to record a video tutorial or a video for any purpose and you're not so proud of your background and you'd like to use a fake background, this video is going to be walking you through step by step how to achieve this. So this used to be something you could do for free on CapCut, but ever since CapCut monetized, most of their features, including this one, is no longer free, and you would have to pay a subscription fee to be able to use this feature. But in this tutorial, I'm going to be walking you through how to achieve this effect all for free without having to pay any subscription fee. Not only that, we are also going to be exploring how to use other features that have now been monetized and also get away with no charges at all, including the audio enhancement feature, which allows you get good audio quality on your videos. So the first thing you want to do is to record yourself in your original background and ensure that there is enough lightning so that it won't cast shadows when you remove the background inside of CapCut. For instance, this particular video is having some shadows, and that's because I'm doing this recording at night even though I have a ring light in front of me. So you need to have enough lightning. So if you have a ring light, you have to ensure that you're doing it in the daytime to get better effects. The next thing you're going to do is to get the background that you're going to be using. So you can actually come to your Google search and then go to this site called Pixels. So I'll type Pixels and then it's going to come up pixels.com. That's the name of the website. So I'll go to the website and then I'll search for YouTube backgrounds, right? So I already have the one we are using on my phone, which is what I'm going to be using to do this tutorial for you, but I'm just showing you how to get this, right? So just come to the search and then you search for YouTube video background, right? So I had actually done this search before, so that's why it's bringing this up. So YouTube video background room. So let me click on it and we're going to be getting different options that we can select from. But just ensure that the one that you're going to be going with is the one that has the YouTube video dimension, right? So you're not going to be going with any of these because they have vertical shapes, right? So you're either going to be going with this one that has the square shape or that has the YouTube dimension, and that actually looks like an actual background, right? So you're not going to be going for things like this one that has the TV on it because it's not going to be looking original, right? So something like this is what I actually used for this particular video. So you can look out for something like this or something that is similar to this, right? So once you've gotten your background ready, the next thing you're going to be doing is to come into CapCut, right? So click on CapCut. If you don't already have CapCut, you're going to have to download and install it from your Google Play Store or your Apple Play Store, right? So after you're done, come to new project and come to photos. Then you're going to be selecting the background that you had saved, right? So for me, I'm just going to locate it and then I'll click on it and then I'll click on add. So once it adds to your timeline, what you're going to do is to stretch the background, stretch it a little. You're going to be doing this before or after you add your video, right? So the next thing you're going to be doing is to come to click on this back arrow here, then click on overlay and then import the video that you're going to be using inside of CapCut, right? So remember it's on photo, so you have to navigate to videos. Then I'll then come to the video I want to use and then I'll click on it and click on add, right? Then I'll bring it down a little bit. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to come to remove background, right? So once I click on remove background, you would see that we have different options, right? But the one we want to use is actually on Pro, right? Which is the auto removal. So I'll click on auto removal and it's going to say applying auto removal. We're going to be waiting for this to happen, and even before it finish applying, you would see that it's already we already have Pro at the top of our screen, right? Which means that before you can actually export this file or this video, you're going to have to subscribe to the Pro version. But don't worry, I'm going to be showing you the simple hack that you can use to download this video without having to pay a dime, right? So we're going to be waiting for it to finish removing the background, and then I'm going to be showing you what you need to do next. So after you finish removing the background, you can now play the video to see how effective it is. This background is fake, and in this tutorial I'm going to be... So like I said earlier, the light in my room is not sufficient enough to actually remove the entire shadows from my back, and that's why it's actually casting shadows. But for you, you want to ensure that you have enough light. So even if you're going to be using a ring light, you should endeavor to have like other lights in your room. I want to record in the daytime, even if you have a ring light, just so that the lighting is strong enough to take off all the shadows behind you and also by your side. So the next thing we're going to be doing is to apply blur effects to the background so that it looks a bit original, right? So what you're going to do is to come to effects. So click on effect and click on video effect, then go to lens, click on lens, and you're going to be seeing the blur effect. So I'll click on it. Actually, I already added the blur effect to this video, but then I'm going to be setting the control so that I reduce the amount of blur that is added to the background. So I'll simply click on the controls and then I'll drag this down to reduce the blur effect, right? So I think this is okay, and then I'll just click on the this okay sign here. And then what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to be stretching this blur effect to the end of the entire video, right? Just so that it applies to the entire video. So for you, when you're doing yours, of course you're going to be doing it to the entire stretch of your video, but because I'm not actually doing this, I'm doing this for tutorial purposes, and that's why it's not stretching to the entire length of my video, right? So now that we've recorded it and we are about to export, if I click on export, it's going to be asking us to subscribe to CapCut Pro because we are using a premium feature, but we don't want to do that. What I'm going to actually do is to record my screen, right? Record my screen and then come back into CapCut and then edit it again, right? So all you're simply going to do is to turn on your record, the record feature on your mobile phone. If you're using an iPhone, you can actually use the screen recorder on your phone, right? And if you're using an Android phone, maybe you could use an app if you don't have a default screen recorder on your phone, right? Make sure that it's playing when you're recording it so that it captures the entire length of the video. And then I'm going to be showing you what you need to do next. So I finished recording my screen, and the next thing we're going to do is to come back to CapCut and come to new project. So we're going to be importing the video that we screen recorded inside of CapCut and then edit it. So I'll tap on it and then I'll click on add. So it's going to be a bit off, so we would start by editing it, right? So I'm going to play it. And then this is where it started from. So I'll just cut off the place where it didn't start from, right? Then the first thing I'm going to do is to click on the video, and then I'm going to go to adjust, and then I'm going to sharpen the video so that we can retain the quality of the video, right? And also we can have a sharp and clearer video. So I'm going to click on sharpen and I'm going to stretch it to the end. So the reason why I'm doing this before doing other edits is because I noticed for me that if I apply the sharpen effects after I do some other edits, it really doesn't work. For instance, if I change the aspect ratio before I apply the sharpen effect, it just scatters the whole video, right? So for you, it may not be like that, but if it actually happens like that for you, then you just know that you have to, apply the adjust effect before you do any other thing, right? So I'm going to click on sharpen again, and then it's already sharpened, and then I'll click on OK. And the next thing I'm going to do is to come to aspect ratio, right? So I'll click back on this and then I'll click on aspect ratio, and you're going to be seeing that it's on this aspect ratio. So I'm going to give you the aspect ratio of YouTube videos, which is this particular one here. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to put my hand on the video and then enlarge it so that it covers the entire stretch of the frame, right? So you can see now that it is now the size of YouTube videos, right? So if you're going to be doing this for any other platform, for instance, maybe TikTok or even Instagram, of course you can do this as well. So now you can see that the Pro sign that was above before is no longer there, right? So we can actually now go on to export our videos without any further disturbance from CapCut, right? So now let me play the video, and then you're going to be seeing that it still retains the original quality of the previous video that we actually screen recorded it from.
This same effect.
All right, so that's about how to achieve background removal effect even with CapCut Pro, right? So you can actually go on now to export, and then it will export into your mobile device, and then you can go on to upload it to wherever you want to upload it to. So if you had actually wanted to add other effects, right, other pro effects, let's say for instance stickers, or any other effect that are actually pro, you just want to add it together with whatever you're doing, then at the end of adding everything, all you just need to is to screen record the video and then go on to edit it again, and that's it. And the next feature we are going to be using is the audio enhancement or the voice enhancement feature. So if you recorded a video in a very noisy background and you want to be able to remove that noise, all you simply need to do is to import the video into CapCut, then tap on the video and then come to enhance voice. So you click on enhance voice and then tap on this button here to toggle it on. Then it will go through the process of enhancing the voice. So it's going to be reading up until 100, right? So after it's finished reading up until 100, play the video again. You will now notice that the voice has become clearer, right? Then another thing you would want to do after you finish enhancing the voice is to now tap on noise cleanup. So what the noise cleanup is going to achieve is to totally remove every noise in the background, right? So after you've achieved that, you will now go on to record your screen and record the audio as well, just like I did in the previous one when I was showing you how to remove your background. All right, so just like I said, when it's done, just click on noise cleanup and then it's going to be removing every noise in the video totally, so that it's going to be sounding as though you recorded the voice in a studio. Right now, one thing you want to note when you want to screen record the video to take off the pro feature of your video is you want to ensure that you are in a quiet environment, right? Because if you're going to be screen recording the video that you have now taken the noise off and you're going to be doing it in a noisy environment, I mean, it's still going to come back to having another noise in the video, because it's just like recording on a video, right? So you're still going to be having noise in the video. So I'm not going to be going through that process anymore, because I've already shown you how to achieve that in the previous one that I did, and I believe that you now have an understanding of what you need to do, right? So any other feature you want to add that is also pro, you can now go on to add it at the same time, so that you can do the screen recording all at once and then achieve this pro effect that actually makes your video very great, and then go on to export the video without having to pay anything. However, one of the things you need to note is that most of these things that I have shown you to do might only be possible and might be easier when the video you're doing is a shorter form video. If you're going to be recording very long video, like videos that last up to 30 minutes or longer, you might actually find it more stressful to do this, because when you now have to screen record again, it might now take a lot more time for you to screen record and then come back into CapCut and start to re-edit again. So if you don't want to have to do this, for the voice enhancement for instance, just get a good mic and then record your video so that you don't have to use the voice enhancement. You can just go on ahead to pay for CapCut Pro so that you can enjoy all the benefits without having to cut corners, right? So that's about how to use CapCut Pro features for free, right? So thank you very much for staying on till the end of this tutorial. I believe you've gained value. Please do not leave without liking this video, dropping a comment if you have any, and also subscribing to the channel if you've not yet done that, so that you won't miss out when I post similar videos just like this one. And bye for now.